Okay, the recording has started. Hello,
Sweet.
we're playing Don't Starve. I don't know how
My
to
name
play
is.
this game.
Neither do I. My name is Ken. I also do YouTubes and gamings and things, and
Bird, bird,
you
bird,
know,
bird, bird,
thought it'd
bird,
be
bird, bird,
fun
bird.
to thought it would be fun to do the YouTubes and the gamings together.
Yeah,
The downside is that neither one of us have any idea what the hell we're doing, and from what I know about this game, that is not the kind of game you want that necessarily to be the case. So this should be really interesting. I thought they would have given us,
a
some form
tutorial
of
or
tutorial,
something.
but nope, nothing.
Got seeds, I think that's a carrot. So I do know this is like supposed to be kind of emulating the Tim Burton style.
Yeah, if you look at, I mean, in general, Tim Burton's style to begin with was very much, emulating the German Expressionist style of the 1920s. But at the same point, like, if you look into this as far as like specifically where Burton it is, it definitely mostly resembles the work of one of his early short films named Vincent, which is really good if you ever get a chance to watch it. It was a short film he did about a little boy who wants to.
Who wants to...
Who wants to become a mad scientist.
How do you make an axe?
I hold LT and then you can bring up your menu for stuff.
I'm using a keyboard, oh no.
It on that menu on the top left, it should tell you what.
There you go.
Oh, hold to.
Oh, there we go, I made one. Oops.
Yeah, it seems like at least the beginning we've got here is going to be mostly, gather resources or build whatever seems logical. Like, I'm going to guess that we're going to want a fire soon, because it's going to get dark out, so. I'm going to start with that, see what we can
Well, I'll
build.
make a light.
Well, there's a light menu, so campfire is one of them. Oh, you got one? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Fire's getting a bit low. Do you got to put wood on it, or how do we do that? That's science machine. Did you just feed it somehow?
Yeah, you select something from the down menu. Burn! Burn faster!
Because I'm assuming it's not smart to just like, the fact that, like, night is such a small part of the thing here.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to, like, just wander out into the distance, but I was saying the short film's really cool because it was like the joke of the thing was that it was a little boy named Vincent who wanted more than nothing else to be Vincent Price, and Vincent Price is the narrator of the story, so it's just one of those guys that has a voice that makes everything sound badass.
Oh, we survived one day.
Yay!
Little kids walking with axes.
Take that, nature. Now I got plenty of wood. Now let's see what else we can make that would be useful. Alright, so break down rocks. Smash things. Nothing else we need there yet. Okay, torches would let us go out and find stuff if we need more branches, though.
Yeah, so from what I know, this is sort of a roguelike thing.
Yeah.
In that you are expected to die a few times.
Well, that goes without saying. I mean, I wasn't even considering. Okay, those are just growing trees.
Doo, doo, doo.
But yeah, but like you were saying earlier, yeah, Tim Burton definitely seems to be the main, like, go-to when people are talking about the art style of the game.
Well, Tim Burton's art style is honestly fantastic, just because of how uncanny and creepy it looks.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it was based as I was saying earlier, a lot of Tim Burton's style is based off of the German Expressionist era, the late 20s and early 30s. Basically, a lot of really, really early cinema was almost all Europe, but a lot of that got mixed up. Got messed up for them because of. Oh boy! Oh, we have fire. Lots of fire. So, World War I messed up a lot of that. So, because of the fact that the Germans after the war and everything didn't have access to, like big, like lots of nice cameras and dollies and all that kind of stuff like Americans did, they made up for it by focusing on, lighting
and stylization.
Yeah, so that's when they came up with like the huge, like exaggerated chiaroscuro stuff that they ended up doing.
Turkey!
Oh, so much fire.
This is why I chose the Pyromaniac character.
Fair enough. Oh, that's the menu that brings up just pick up and drop things. Let's do with the axe for now. The main one that got him into his current style, though, was a film that was made back then called The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Story of an evil scientist who comes up with a way to use voodoo magic to bring a dead corpse in an asylum back to life and make it do his bidding. But instead, the Caesar, the zombie he creates, goes off and starts kidnapping and killing random women in the asylum.
Huh.
Like, even the design for Caesar the zombie was pretty much the design he eventually ended up using for Edward Scissorhands.
Cool.
That was pretty early into my... Okay, I need a rock to get an axe. But to get a rock, I probably need to smash things with a hammer, which means I need more branches and, ironically, rocks. So we need to find some rocks.
Let's rock and roll.
And running in circles. There we go. Yeah. I tried punching that bird in the face. It did not go
There's water. There's this weird spider thing and a mole.
That sounds, without seeing it, that's not, okay. They're not huge, but at first I was like, oh, that sounds like a thing we should leave the F alone. But yeah, need a rock. Because otherwise we're gonna.
Well, I don't have a weapon.
Well, that's the thing. We can't build more weapons until we. Oh boy.
Set things on fire.
Well, that'll help.
Oh, I'm actually at low health. Shoot.
But like
A skeleton?
Spooky, scary skeleton, something down your spine.
Creaking bones will haunt your soul and leave you. I don't know the song.
I don't know either. It's just gives off that overall like weird Oingo Boingo aesthetic. I actually started recently like like actually listening to their like a lot of their other music recently. It's pretty good. Get some weird
I only
stuff.
know them from the reference in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Right. Well, I mean, it fits on topic in general just because of the whole, Danny Elfman, Tim Burton connection, but it's just one of those things that you know you hear their music and you're like, oh, that totally makes sense.
How do you restore the heart gauge thing?
I think it's overall health. I'm assuming you had to like eat things and do whatever. Where are you at?
I'm
I think I lost track of you.
I'm just exploring. That's a wormhole. I am not jumping in that.
All right, well it's nightfall, so. Oh, and I'm really hungry. I want to. Oh, it is literally pitch black at night if you do not have a fire.
I don't know why. I
I've
don't
been
know
bit
why
by
you
something in
wouldn't
the
have
dark.
fire.
I am.
Oh,
I'm dead.
well.
Well, I can haunt things.
Huh.
Okay, note to self: make sure you build the fire before pitch darkness consumes your soul. I mean,
And I'm just standing here completely illuminated.
well, you know, note to self: you know, just at least we didn't starve, so
Yeah.
we got that much good.
Do I want to jump in this wormhole? Oh, you can rotate the camera. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I found it. Cool. That's helpful. I'm gonna haunt this tree. That isn't doing any good. I'm assuming I want to like haunt an animal or something.
I'm just watching the world burn.
Some men just like to watch the world burn. Anyway,
I like the pyromaniac characters. They're the most fun.
right, of course. The what was I saying?
Okay, so if you try to scroll out too far, a fog thing appears to stop you from zooming out infinitely. Oh, a rock. Oh, that's flint. That's a carrot. I need that.
That's cool. I can see some shadows and some stuff on the other side of the wormhole. That's neat. Realizing now, in the general, it might be a best idea for us to stick together because this game does not give you many, tools to.
And I'm not
Stay
seeing
together.
any ways to heal.
Yeah, I was assuming you just eat berries and stuff, but I don't know.
Well, that deals with hunger.
Yeah, I'm guessing that might be if you like maybe find a way to like craft bandages or something.
Well, carrots heal 1. So eating food can help.
I found a pack of buffalo, or they're called beefalo. That's clever. But yeah, the specific art style they use for this doesn't precisely resemble a lot of Burton's movies, but if you look at like his children's book kind of stuff, or like a lot of his early like concept art sort of style, it fits that pretty much to a T. Like if you look at something like the actual like storybook version that he wrote and drew for Nightmare Before Christmas, it matches up pretty closely.
Well, even the movie for Nightmare Before Christmas matches pretty quickly. Like, pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, I found the Pig King.
I found a pig. The yeah, I mean, and that one ended up pretty obviously that was probably one of his biggest cult followings. I mean, he didn't, unfortunately, he wasn't, even though he led a lot of that production, he wasn't able to direct it himself because that was like right around the time he got the gig for Batman. And I mean, who's going to turn down the gig for Batman? So,
Hopefully, Zack Snyder.
well, I mean,
No,
on the surface, it looked like a good idea, but
see, Zack Snyder, he can only do like religious movies. Like,
well, the thing is it's what happens like that. Almost every person who works in directing usually just comes from another field, and you can see that directly in what they do and like what their strong points and negative points are. Like, so Snyder came from being a cinematographer, so that's what the kind of movies you ended up with. It's just
yeah.
really amazing looking style
What's
over
that shadow
substance, kind of stuff. Or like you see like